is an outdoor show for folks in the know at a place where you set your own pace for a walk on the wild side. Hi there, Grant McComey here, your host for Travel Oregon's Grant's Getaways, and this week we visit a natural area, a green space that's about as grassroots as it gets in the heart of the city. Portland, that is. So don't forget your binoculars as we stroll down the wildlife trails at the Smith-Bybee Lakes Wildlife Area. It's hard to believe how special a place we have in the Smith-Bybee Lakes Wildlife Area. Framed by industrial parks and development on all sides, it is 2,000 acres of cottonwood forest and wetlands, the largest urban lake and marsh in the country. James Davis boasts that it is also a premier site for hiking and watching wildlife.
Nature in the city, nature in your neighborhood. You don't have to go out to the wilderness to live with wildlife.
As Canada geese wing by or a red-tailed hawk soars and hunts, it's waterfowl and raptors that provide the best show in the region each winter, and here you can watch it all.
It is pretty unbelievable to most people. We have 2 pairs of bald eagles nesting here. Pretty much any bird that comes through the Portland area can show up. These guys are the explorers. They know this place.
A well-kept secret? Perhaps, says Davis, although as Metro's point man and the park's naturalist the past 12 years, he insists the word is getting out.
What else did we see?
Yeah.
We did see a great blue heron, though.
In fact, he does all he can to spread the word about Smith-Bybee and other local places too, not only on guided tours, but through his book, The Northwest Nature Guide, a month-by-month comprehensive wildlife watching guide with 75 color photos and extensive maps and directions. Top of his local list for newcomers, Crystal Springs.
The best beginners bird watching place in Portland. I have been there on a bird walk one morning in February, and we saw 13 different species of waterfowl, and most of those you could see without binoculars. The diversity at times there is just spectacular.
And fast on the wings of Crystal Springs comes the relatively new Tualatin River National Wildlife Refuge in Sherwood.
They planned the trail in just an excellent location so that you can get out there and see them, but there are other areas that are closed, so the birds actually have a refuge on the refuge. Well, it's great to see you guys out here, Oregon naturalists.
That's right.
Yeah.
Smith-Bybee is not on the way to anywhere, and that's part of its wonder and charm, says Davis. You have to come here to explore and discover.
Nature does not have to be way away or out there. We can have nature in the city, nature in the neighborhoods. We can have urban wildlife.
Smith-Bybee Lakes is but one of scores of places where you can find nature in the city, thanks to voter-approved bond measures that have allowed Metro to acquire and protect over 11,000 acres of habitat in our region. Voters have protected nearly 90 miles of river and stream banks, opened 3 major nature parks, and supported hundreds of community projects. It's all rather remarkable, just like a day at Smith-Bybee. You can find all the details, directions, and contact information so you can make your own day at Smith-Bybee right here on the Travel Oregon website. So until next week, get out here and explore the great Oregon outdoors, and don't forget the binoculars. For Travel Oregon, I'm Grant McComey.